How's it going, everyone? It's Dr. D Redful here, and today we are going to be predicting what will happen in the world in 2016. Okay? You ready? You ready for a roller coaster ride of awesome predictions? Let's go. Right. So the first thing that I predict will happen in the world. God, I couldn't even get my words out then. Right. So the first thing I think is going to happen is Call of Duty will become a ground-based shooter again. Okay. You know, Treyarch, you know, I saw what they were doing. They were evolving their franchise into some, you know, futuristic journey. But, like, Sledgehammer Games and Advanced Warfare, they just didn't have a clue, alright? They thought they were being good, creating these exosuit. No, it was bullshit. No one liked it. And that is why, I believe, considering the backlash that the community, you know, pretty much, they kicked up a stink, you know what I mean? Given the backlash from the community, I do believe that Call of Duty will make a responsible decision to bring Call of Duty back to a boots-on-the-ground shooting game that makes sense and is actually fun to play. Because we don't want no exo-shoot bullshit in the next Call of Duty. Thank you very much. Treyarch, you did a great job on Black Ops 3. It made sense. But if I see any more exosuits, thrust jumps, super jumps, fecking anti-gravity backflips, I'm gonna throw that PlayStation 4 out the window, and I am never buying another Call of Duty in my life. My life. Right, the next thing that I believe is going to happen, the virtual reality backlash, okay? Every time a new type of technology is introduced, there's always some form of social, economic, or another form of, you know, people kicking up a stink, basically. There's always going to be a backlash when something new is introduced. Now, the reason why I picked virtual reality for this one is the fact that it's never really been done before. I mean, you know, we've had the Oculus Rift, that's about it. Now, PlayStation are launching their VR headset into the market for anyone to buy. Now, this is great. Obviously, technological advancements are not to be sniffed at, but honestly, that is, and I know I'm going to sound like a bit of a parent or a bit of an old person here, but having a screen close to your face is not good for you, okay? It's actually been proven. So, having like an iPhone-sized screen pretty much right in front of your face whilst you're playing an intense shooting game or driving game or whatnot, it's clearly not going to be good for your eyes and your neural development. I cannot see how this can be a good idea in terms of the health side of things and actually how it's going to affect the users. It just cannot, you know, I cannot comprehend. I can't see how this is going to be a good thing at all. Obviously, technologically, it's sick, it is great, it's awesome, it's super duper smashing, whatever you want to call it. It really is something that's very exciting. But in terms of it being practical and actually, you know, actually safe, I don't see how it's going to be any of those, to be perfectly honest with you. Right, so the next thing that I think could actually happen in the world of technology and things moving forward is the Apple iCar. Now, Apple have been known to do big things in the past, like launch computers. For example, you know, Mac is, I think it's Macintosh, who Apple are partnered with, who have a huge, you know, competitor, which is Microsoft Windows. Now, another big competitor that they have now in the world of phones, in their App Store equivalents, in pretty much a lot of their products, is Google. Now, Google are launching a Google car, smart car thing, which just is insane, okay? Google now launching cars. What's going on? It's just nuts. But if they want to be serious about competing with a company such as Google, they're going to have to think smart. And that is, with no pun intended, maybe launching a smart car of their own. So, honestly, we've seen them do the contactless pay system. Now, the biggest thing that I've learned with my business studies at school is that companies who want to take on new ventures in business tend to want to have common trade links, okay? Now, their banking system, they are partnered with Santander Banking, who have sponsored McLaren in the past, who are a car manufacturer, McLaren Mercedes. So this does make sense. If they were to create a car, maybe you could see the Mercedes iCar, or maybe even the McLaren iCar. I mean, you know, they want to picture themselves, they want to pitch a luxury brand to the customers. You know, it's that little bit of luxury in your pocket with an Apple device, isn't it? Because, you know, they have the gold colours, they have the rose gold, silver, very flashy, the design very smooth and cool looking. So why wouldn't they choose one of the slickest, coolest car manufacturers on the market? I mean, it's not as if they'll want to break into that market, because it would be very difficult to do. I think they are going to want to look for a partner to start up trade with, and if this happens, it'd just be awesome, and it'd be really cool to see where it was actually going to go. So yeah, Apple iCar. Right, the next thing that I think will happen in the world of technology and the media is Leonardo DiCaprio will finally get his well-deserved Oscar. Okay, he's a great actor. In Inception, he was brilliant. Titanic, apparently he was good. I'm not a fan of the film, to be honest. You know, any film I've seen him in, Blood Diamond, for example, he's a good actor, like, you can't lie. And he's never had an Oscar. Now, which, that's just, I mean, I can't understand how he hasn't. But I think he will get it for The Revenant this year, because The Revenant is just an awesome film by the looks of it. I want to try and go see it when it's out. It might already be out, I don't know. But I genuinely believe he's going to bag himself an Oscar. And if he doesn't, then the world just... what are they doing? They just do not have a clue, do they? Right, the next one. Google will buy Twitter, okay? Google are known for wanting to make profit and get as much money as they can. So, you know, Twitter has been known to struggle in the past. It's no longer one of the most used social media platforms in terms of ratings. It's still doing very well, don't get me wrong, but things like Instagram, Facebook Corporation, and all of those different platforms, Snapchat for example, are kind of, you know, coming up in the ranks. They really are showing that they are, you know, worthy competitors to Twitter, and they're going to have to fix up their act. Now, Google, you know, they want profit, they want to invest in things that they can maybe tweak and make even better than they already are. So Twitter just makes sense. So, yeah. Google probably going to buy Twitter. It probably will happen. But anyway, guys, they have been my technological and media predictions for what's going to happen in the world in 2016. If you did enjoy, or you found any of these points interesting, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, favourite and share. And as always, guys, I'll catch you all in the next one. Goodbye. So really quickly at the end here, I would just like to say that I will be taking down the TMI tag video. This is in no way aimed at anybody who was, you know, mentioned or involved in that video. Basically, as a content creator, I have to make decisions regarding my channel. It's not doing well in terms of views or ratings. Like, ratings it's doing well, but views it's not. And just my presentation in that video was really terrible. But anyway, thanks to It's All Legs for the nomination. It was a great video idea and I was happy to partake in it, but my deliverance of that video was not up to scratch at all.